Okay, so we're now going back to the late 80s. I had two aunts from England who were visiting, and they had decided to travel by road from Lahore, see the sights, go to Pindi, up north, etc. So they took a car with a driver, and they set out. But back then, in the pre-motorway days, the routes were not all marked, and it was easy to get lost. And so, picture this. It's nighttime, the roads are not lit, there are no street lights, and they're traveling they know not where, and they're all sitting in the car and arguing about where they are and if they're heading in the right direction. There's a driver in the front. Next to the driver is their young son, who I shall call Ali. In the back are my two aunts and their two daughters, all squabbling amongst themselves. So as they're driving along, still arguing about whether they're going in the right direction or not, they see ahead of them a man all bundled up in a scarf, riding a bicycle in the darkness by the side of the road. And so they decide, well, let's stop and ask him. And so their car pulls up right next to him, and my cousin, who's sitting in the front, rolls down the window. Having lived in England all his life, his command of Urdu was not the best, and his accent was something to behold. And he leans out of the window and he goes, "Suniye bhai." At that, everyone in the backseat bursts into laughter. And it's not just laughter, it's the tension of a long trip being released and arguing and talking, and they all just start cackling away. And so the rider on the bicycle, here he is, riding along in the deepest, darkest night, when this car pulls up next to him, a strange voice speaks out, and it is followed by this fearsome cackling. And he just leaps off his bicycle and runs off into the forest and disappears. Eventually, they figure out where they are. It may or may not have been Chak 74. But I'm certain that to this day, in that, village close by, a story is told of the witches, the churayls of Chak 74, that prowl the darkness looking for someone to abduct, and with a strange voice that heralds their arrival, going "Suniye bhai," and sets them off laughing. So that is my story. Thank you very much.